Here we are on Gabriola Island. This is where I live, and I want to take you on a tour today because today I'm going to show you all the beautiful places here that I love. If I wasn't a realtor on Gabriola, I'd be a tour guide for Gabriola because I love showing people around this beautiful island where I live. Sometimes you just want to get away from the traffic, the hustle bustle, the city, and where would you go? Come to Gabriola. We're going to start in Nanaimo, at the Nanaimo Harbor, where you'll see a ferry going across from Nanaimo to Gabriola. Consider it about a 20-minute ferry ride. When you leave the Nanaimo Harbor and you're on the ferry, you'll look back as you see Nanaimo falling into the distance, knowing that you're coming across to a completely different experience. As you're approaching the Gabriola ferry terminal in Descanso Bay, you'll see the beauty of the island and how much we have in the way of green and forest and the rock faces. It really is very pretty. When you leave the ferry, you might notice a bus called Gertie. It's on a schedule, runs around the island, and you actually wave it down. It's an awesome transportation system. A lot of us use it, and it's really inexpensive. As you disembark from the ferry, you'll see the pub on your right-hand side. And as you move up the hill, you'll see the Gabriola Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center. For all your home building needs, there is a hardware store. There's a home and garden store, a pet store for your pet food. There's a great restaurant and coffee shop located right next door to each other. There's a gym. From there, you will see an architect's office, a lawyer's office, the newspaper office. We have a sports clothing store. Our gas station is open 365 days of the year, so you can always count on getting fuel, and their convenience store is right there as well, next door to the BC Liquor Store. Then we see a restaurant that has a deli for great sandwiches in case you didn't bring a picnic. And then right across the street from there is our village. Inside the village area with lots of parking is Village Foods, which is a full-on grocery store. In that same village is a private liquor store, a large public library, an artist gallery, and the real estate office. I think you'll find this whole area of Gabriola as being everything you'll ever need. On Gabriola, we do have an RCMP station with full-time RCMP. We have a brand new medical clinic on Gabriola with 3 full-time doctors. Right next door on the same property is a helicopter landing pad for extreme emergencies. We have a new fire hall on Gabriola we're very proud of as well. With all the great services that we have here on Gabriola, you won't need to go to Nanaimo. Here we are, right at this moment at Elder Cedar Forest, a beautiful, lovely, peaceful park full of green and trees and birds chirping. Here on Gabriola, we have large expanses of forest. We have a trail system that goes from one end to the other end of Gabriola. One of our major forested areas is the 707-acre community park. What I really love about Gabriola is that I can come down to this beautiful beach, walking along the beach, just feeling at one in nature. Putting my toes in the water just feels so good. Walking along the sand and feeling it under my feet. I just love that. It's just, perfect temperature for me most of the year, actually, and today is just the most perfect day. I'm glad to share it with you. On Gabriola, there's about 13 different beaches. I go to every single one of them throughout the year. There's Spring Beach, totally different, even conglomerate rock there. People launch their kayaks there, pull them up on the beach there. Here at Twin Beaches, totally different feel, sand, flat, family-oriented beach. Silva Bay on Gabriola offers many transportation services as well, from people coming in on their powerboats, their sailboats, to float planes coming and going between Silva Bay and YVR South. There's endless ocean and beautiful islands to discover. For the most part, there's no one in front of me and no one behind me when I'm driving around Gabriola. There's trees on one side, there could be the ocean on the other side. I pull over, I get out of my car, and I breathe in that wonderful, freeing, fresh air. I go for a little tiny walk. I look at this beautiful place and say, wow, I live here. When I'm in my car driving around Gabriola, really, I'm exploring. There's private little parks, there's secret little trails. Sometimes I even find new spots to enjoy on this spectacular island.